Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video tutorial, we will talk about signals, definition, and what is its important. And we will also see certain example which will reflect the definition and as well as certain uh, importance as well. So if we talk about the definition, signal is a variable. When we say variable, that means a varying quantity which will reflect certain physical phenomena or certain information. So this is also valid for the signal, or this is the official definition for signal. It highlights any physical phenomena or any physical phenomena's information what would be more suitable in a sense that because signal is usually used to carry certain information which will deliver from one source to a destination. But I won't talk about in terms of source and destination, because it will specify signal to the communication system only, because we are dealing this course as a journal uh, course. So we will talk about all those specific examples or importance which can be reflected in signals and systems point of view. So signal is a variable which highlights any physical phenomena. Why signal is important, that is something which must pinch in your mind. Why it is important, why we are studying it, why we are focusing on this term, right? So it is the carrier of information. I know that I have already talked about this thing in signals definition, because it is kind of embedded in its definition. Signal means you are referring to someone, you are uh, calling someone, you're signaling someone. That means you're conveying certain information. So signal is nothing but a variable which highlights a physical phenomena or certain information, and that information can be carried to source to from source to destination, right? So this is the importance. So in any specific field you need signals. And why do we need, we're gonna talk about in your examples. So let's go to examples. First of all, I will talk about from electrical system or electrical engineering point of view. Voltage across a capacitor. What is a capacitor? It's a storing device which stores charge whenever certain voltage or this storing device is kept in certain electrical circuits, right? So what does it store? It stores charge, but in the form of what? In the form of voltage. It actually occupies certain part of the battery. I'm not going to talk about the mathematics, but you know that it's a physical phenomena. Something is happening in between the capacitors, parallel plates, and that physical phenomena is formed in the shape of voltage, and that is a signal. Because if you remove that capacitor from that circuit and use it in somewhere else, so that carried charge can be used again in the destination circuit as well. So this is why voltage across capacitor is an example of what? Example of signal. Another example, again I'm talking about something which is related to electrical engineering or electronic engineering. That is what? Inductor is normally again a very important RLC part, which is inductor. And inductor poses the EMF. You know that whenever current changes through it, basically varies. So what is going to happen? It will certain it will produce an EMF and some phenomena. So basically what? It is a physical phenomena, and whenever you remove that inductor from that place and you use it somewhere else, it will be carrying certain current for you. So that is what? That current which is being stored in the inductor, or magnetic field which is stored inside the inductor due to that current, is physical phenomena. And that physical phenomena is a signal having certain information, and that is used in very electronic circuitry. When we are going to dive in the depth of this course, we will see those examples of signals. And okay, the third example is acoustic wave. Acoustic wave is simple speech, voice, audio, music, whatever you call it. Like I'm right now speaking to you guys. What is it? It is acoustic wave. It is speech. It is my vocal signals that are approaching to microphone, and eventually those are approaching to your ears using those electronic media. So basically, acoustic wave is another example of signals, and they have certain information. Whatever the information I want to deliver to you, that is acoustic wave. Fourth example I've considered is electromagnetic radiation. And you know that our cellular devices, our communication devices becomes meaningless if we don't talk about electromagnetic radiation, because EM waves or EM signals are signals which carry information from one cellular device to another cellular device. So that means it is again a very perfect and very meaningful example of signals. The fourth example that I'm going to talk about is from physical phenomena, that is velocity of a car or any vehicle or any bicycle or any motor car, right? So what is it? It is a physical signal which actually reflects certain information. The amount of speed moving moving car is basically what is basically telling other peoples that okay, this car is moving with certain speed. That certain speed is what information about the car. So that is what velocity, because normally we talk about in certain direction. The last example I'm going to talk about, it's again a very important example. It's image. Every time you text, you send some snaps, you send some pictures to your fellows, to your friends, to your colleagues, to your family. What is it? It's image. It's an information. It's a signal, because you're sending from one place to another place, and that is what, that is the signal. That is the definition of the signal. So signals are very important in our daily life, in our professional life, in our engineering life, right? So without signals, things would be very difficult, and we're gonna see these things further in detail. We're gonna analyze these signals in different domains, as I told you in introductory lecture or introductory video tutorial, that this signals and system would be wonderful course for those who want to really understand what are signals, what are systems. So this is the very basic start. I hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial. If you have any confusion or queries regarding this tutorial, please comment in comment section. Thank you so much for listening.